So again, Newport Beach, and there's been a lot of sand movement since the last time I was out here. It looks pretty flat. You can see where the tide's been coming up. It's way out, which is beautiful. But typically this would be soft sand all through this area, and then the wet sand would start way further down. So the tides have been coming up pretty well. Hopefully it's pulling back some sand, exposing some targets. I see one other detectorist out that way between me and the pier. So sun's going to be setting here. Actually, I think it already set, actually. So it'll be getting dark soon, but I have my headlight. See if we can't find some gold tonight. Yeah, 1920. Somewhere in that area. Let's take a look. Now it sounds a little different. Hitting something big right here. I don't even want to know what that is. I'm going to wash it off and see. Alright, so I'm seeing, looks like someone's little art pouch or something. It's got some, get away from the water here. Alright. There's all sorts of goodies in here, looks like. Yeah, definitely someone's art pouch of some kind. Lots of sand, lots of pens. Interesting. This thing's hopping all over the place. Kind of sounds like it's going to be a bottle cap. I did the latest software upgrade. It's supposed to reduce the bottle cap thing, but nah, they sound the same in my opinion. So I forgot to follow up on that art bag of pens, so I dumped it out just to make sure there wasn't an ID or something in there so I could return it. But the smell that thing emitted, it was absolutely horrible. It might as well have been a bag of turds. It was bad. So I stuffed it all in my scoop, found the closest trash can, and that's where it ended up. But there was not an ID or anything else. It was just art stuff, and it's wasted at this point. And this signal has disappeared on me. There it is. It's sounding worse and worse, so I don't have high hopes, but that's good. I thought it was a bottle cap to begin with. But not a lot of targets down here in the wet. It's been really quiet. Go on. Now, try again. There we go. $17. Come on, Greg. That little thing, probably 18 inches deep or more. These machines are amazing. It's just a piece of aluminum. On to the next. Got a 910 real shallow. Usually a good number. Just in case, I'm going to get away from the waves. So I find a lot of the times, and you can find gold at any number really, but most of the really good stuff I found, 14K, and even a platinum. I found a platinum Tiffany that read an 8 on the Equinox, but I don't know. I always say 7 and 11 is what I want to hear. We do have a piece of jewelry. Between 7 and 11, it gets me kind of excited. This is a cross and a chain, rosary. And it's been there a while, so I always say, you know, see if it pulled some sand back or whatever. So obviously this has been in the ground for quite some time. It hasn't been there a week or so. It's been there 6 months, a year, maybe even more. So this is where it's good, where the sand gets pulled back, because it exposes targets that have been there for a very long time. I'm not always looking for fresh drops. You know, there's stuff here all the time. It gets restocked every weekend, and sometimes the sand gets pushed in and it buries it, and sometimes it pulls it back. So I'll clean this up when I get back to the hotel, see if I can get any information off of it. No need to dig that one. A nickel sitting right on top. I'll take that. Right in the same area here, got a 21, 22 blowing my ears off. Shallow penny probably. And it's sad because it's right where that other detectorist was when I got here, and I see his marks all over the place. So, you know, he missed that rosary chain thing. He missed this penny. Not a huge deal, but I'm going to hang out in this area for a little bit. Solid 15. It's right on the surface, it seems like. Looks like a nickel, but not ringing at 15. That's another cool thing about Southern California beaches. We find coins from all over the world. What is this thing? 20 pence. UK. I think it's beat up on one side pretty good. 20 pence. Kind of cool. Alright, these are what get my heart going. Nice, rock solid 8-9. See if you can hear that. Put my headphones back on. Alright. That sounds amazing. It's in the scoop. Actually, I'm going to bring it back here in case it's small. That sounds amazing. Make a ring roll out of there, please. Oh, I see a ring. I see a ring. Yes, sir. Oh, man. It's Dad's ring. It says Dad on it. That's sad. I mean, it's great to find a ring, but it's always sad because it's important to somebody. Let me rinse this thing off. I'll get back to you. Alright, rinsed off. Make sure there's nobody around. Let me get this stuff stationary. Dad. And there's markings. Unfortunately, that marking says stainless steel, but you know what? It's still a cool ring. Stainless steel ring. I'll take it. 25 blowing my ears off right on the surface here. Great, the water's just in time to help me sift it out. It's a dime under a shelf. Alrighty. Another 25 signal, and it's right on top here. So the sand's pulling back, that's for sure. If stuff's laying on top, it's moving some sand. Pretty solid 13, which is a nickel reading. See what we get. And it's a nickel. Pretty consistent 30. But every once in a while hopping up to 32. Quarters will typically hang out at 30 and not go much higher, so. I don't know, let's take a look. Sounds like a quarter. Yep, it's a quarter. Nice solid 11. It's breaking up a little bit now, but piece of an earring or something. Yeah, we'll check it out at the hotel. Quick tailgate wrap up, but I'll also clean up the goods when I get back to the hotel and do a quick little thing on that. So a ton of pennies, 2 nickels, 3 dimes, 7 quarters, and trash, and that guy. So I'm in a hotel, so I have very limited stuff to clean things up, but looking at this cross, I could see it's delaminating. It's all crusted here. The chain won't even move there, so typically precious metals aren't going to get that crusted, but it's a cross. The chain's all complete, but I don't see any markings on the clasp. This thing, I didn't see anything on it. I think it's just junk. Stainless steel, dad's ring. And that is it. So between all this stuff, a little over $2 and change, a bag of pens and markers that smelled like turds, that's pretty much the night. Not bad. It was 2.5 hours out there. I had a good time, and that's all that matters. I will be out Wednesday. Next video will be at Santa Monica Pier. So like and subscribe. Thanks a lot. See you on the next one.